Hello and good evening. Marcus C. Williams here. So, we've got a lot going on out there in the world, and I'm sure. Hey, everybody. So, we fixed that. That was weird. Anyway, Marcus C. Williams here. So, we've got a lot of weird stuff going on lately, and I know a lot of you have seen what's going on with them talking about bringing back shutdowns and lockdowns and masking and the shots and all of it, the whole shebang. Now, I don't know how all of you feel about it independently as individuals, but I'll tell you what. Last time, so I live in Rochester, New York. Last time they shut down all of the businesses and forced everybody to take their Java juice and everything. It caused mass havoc. It destroyed our education quality for the children, not that it wasn't already greatly diminished, but they talk about mental health issues and everything, and they want to bring back this forced masking, which we know deteriorates the ability of the body to actually ingest oxygen and therefore decreases cognitive ability and brain cell formation and function as far as the brain goes. Now they're working. There's talk of them bringing this back. I know people have been alerted on various levels in both the hospitals, medical fields, and as well as the government fields. This is real serious. Now the question is it really coming back? And I'd say that if you're watching this video and if you know me and if you follow me or whatever, you most likely see that it's probably something that's going to happen. Because just very simply, we are aware of the way that stuff has been going. And we have to be very pragmatic, whether you believe something is good or not, as far as what would you call it, divining the future, right? Because it's not really even that, it's just simple pattern recognition. Um, my question is right now, my focus is on doing something about the crime issue that we have going on. So, with the masking issues, the shot issues, I'm not able to take that on. I just don't have the bandwidth or capacity like I would love to, and I probably and I'm going to end up doing that. But I need more effort from the group as a whole, from all of you as individuals, to start standing up ahead of time. We must stand up and push back against these things that are coming down the pike. I've talked to county ledge people, I've talked to city council people, and all of them are very concerned because they see it too, you know. And the news media is really good for hyping up stuff. Now, in Rochester and Monroe County, we've got a person who's in charge of the health, Monroe County health people, and that's Dr. Mendoza. Last time he forced everything, he was trying to shut down everything and force people into mass and demand that they get all of their body filled with that Java juice and all of the crazy nonsense. And we got to stand up to him again before it happens. He's in there, I believe, for another 8 years now. He just got reelected. How could he get reelected? And so many people were up in arms about what he was doing last time. I'll tell you how he got reelected, because not enough people stood up and pushed back ahead of time leading up to it. But we can see this coming. Where is the unification to push back against this? It'll probably happen before our next county ledge meeting. So the question is what are we going to do? Are we going to go forward like people went? Well, not me, but like people went last time and shut down all their businesses and put on 4 masks because they said put on 4 masks. 4 masks. I still can't believe that people went for that nonsense. 4 masks, like y'all need a hug, but you didn't want to hug, right? Because you were scared of catching some stuff. But and I say it in jest, so please don't have hurt feelings. But I mean, you gotta admit, putting on 4 masks sounds utterly ridiculous. It really does. That's just not efficient, and you can't breathe in half of one, more or less 4. And now all of the medical people are like, oh, well, now we're finding microplastics in people's lungs. Why do you think you're finding microplastic in people's lungs after you made them put those plastic masks on the whole time? It's insane. So I just want to know what people are out there doing that they're going to actually stand up. So if you're out there right now and you're watching this, please tell me what you're working on to actually push back and stand up. Like, I don't know if many of you care, if you are concerned. I know I see posts and people making jokes about this as a serious issue, and it's coming up, and everybody that's going for it is ridiculous. But what are you doing? Are you trying to organize and galvanize others to come before local elected officials and stand up to local elected officials and tell them that you won't have any more shutdowns or any more lockdowns or any forced shots or any more discrimination? Because can we not forget that they were calling people that refused to get those experimental drugs put in them, they were calling them problems and terrorists and all types of other things that were horrible, and they were discriminating against them for and not allowing them out in certain public areas and businesses, and they were shutting down churches, like just complete restrictions of our freedoms and liberties as individuals, as living people, like our God-given rights. Like it was insane. Like, are we going to just sit back and go for that all over again? Are you? Are you working on galvanizing others, getting together with others? Because I feel like a lot of people are just going about it ho hum. Oh, it's going to happen. I'm just not going to do it this time. That's not sufficient. That is not sufficient. They saw that you didn't do it last time. You don't think they got something coming for you behind this time? Question mark. You really don't think that they're coming for you? Like, you really think that people are going to be able to survive another shutdown if it goes for another 2.5 years? 14 days to slow the spread. 21 days to lower the curve. All this nonsense. Like, I don't believe that we can last another 30 days, more or less another 8, 12, or 24 months. We need to be cognizant of what's really going on here. We need to be paying attention. I know they just had Texas. Texas said, no, we're not going to do any shutdowns. There won't be any schools shut down. Matter of fact, they wrote a law into legislation about it. What's going on here in Monroe County? What are people doing to hold these people accountable? Like, I'd love to help out anybody that's trying to put something together, but ain't nobody trying to do nothing. Like, I know there's like 15, 20 different groups. I love all of you out there that are against this stuff. Where are you at? I haven't seen nobody do nothing. Come on. Like, listen, like, it's a little disappointing not to see people galvanizing together to prevent this as it's coming up. We can see that they're coming up with these shutdowns and they're coming up with the lockdowns, and it's very highly likely, because I was aware that it was coming before it was coming. Then I saw some people on the internet starting to talk about it. So now I think it's even more likely that it's just a couple of weeks out. We've already got hospitals and stuff talking about they're already preparing. We've got schools masking children and stuff like that. Let's see. Lori says, I'm prepared to go in front of the town of Greece where I live with receipts on various issues and the surroundings. We've got to push them to prevent this from happening. We've got to stand up and push back. What happened last time was amply insufficient. We saw for 2 years they terrorized us. For 2 years they mocked us. For 2 years they destroyed our education system. They harmed the children's progress, and they put crime to go out of control. They incited riots and burnt our streets. Like, this is not okay. Like, we need to wake up and we need to stand on this issue right now. What are you doing? Let me know. Comment, message me, whatever. But we got to start galvanizing now. We can't afford for this to go the way that it went last time. And if they're talking about it really starting to come in a couple of weeks, we need to get on it now. We need to get on. I appreciate for people for Gates. We're the people for Where are the people for, well, Ogden will be fine, but where are the people for uh, Rochester? Where are the people for Henrietta? What's going on, guys? I know that there's a lot of Democrats out here in this area, but I know even a lot of them are not. Oh, look, now my stream is back. Look, they done knocked out my stream. Isn't that crazy? So, anyway, we got to stand up. We got to start uniting. We got to come together and we got to push back. I'm going to try to relaunch another stream separately of this because they decided that they wanted to try to tear this one down or whatever the case, interrupt it and stuff like that. But we've got to stand up. We've got to unite together. We've got to push back. We can't go through the same thing like they did last time. It's going to be unbelievably worse because when they start putting these vax passes back out and start issuing the digital currency stuff, and it's all a convenience to you. It's all a convenience to you to easily show that you got all your 29 shots. You guys, we're back to the discrimination and the segregation all over again. Please wake up ahead of time. I'll catch you guys later, and I will relaunch this stream in another field in a couple moments so we can continue to talk because they tried to take me down over here. I'll catch you guys later. Be blessed, be well. And remember, stand up, speak up.